Hi everyone, this is John Michael for a new episode of Oranda Power. By the way, I really hate to film my aquarium with my cell phone. I will have the old camera back soon, but for now, we just really have to enjoy with a less good quality of image. And the colors as well are kind of not the way they look in real life. So what I want to speak about now is the current situation. So as you know, Ghost eat one of the danios, but really I don't think this is such a bad situation. I mean, he didn't really attack any of the other danios, and when he occasionally eat one, it's like one each month or something like that. So really, it isn't as bad as it sound like in my other video. Well, in my last video about my aquarium. With fish keeping, sometimes you just have to try, and sometimes you just have to see the result. So for example, I knew that danios and goldfish pretty much like the same water, but I also knew that the opinion for the compatibility is mixed. And the more I keep them together, the more I gain information about them. And really, I came with some knowledge over time. And really, I still do believe that goldfish and danios can live together. But if you want to do it like I did, you have to take really special care, and really, like every other things, there is always some risk. And I kind of I've seen what the risks are. So for example, danios can be in time a little bit fin nippers, not too much, but a little, especially among themselves. But this is really normal. I always said it, and I will always say it. Fin nipping amongst danios is normal, but if the damage are serious, now there is something wrong. But right now the danios are not having serious damage over themselves, and they don't really attack the other habitant of the aquarium. Secondly, well, in the opposite part of the spectrum, goldfish can eat pretty much all that can fit in their mouth. For some reason, I didn't believe that quite well, simply because I was used to see ghost and RP in a community aquarium with fish smaller than themselves, like the corridoras. But I now realize that corridoras are simply just too big to be eaten by the goldfish. The danios, in comparison, can be really easy target for the simple fact that they are really small and they can fit in the mouth of a goldfish, especially adult one. So there is some risk, and I knew the risk. And do I think the risk was worth it? Well, yes and no. No, because I don't like to see some of my fish getting eat for just random reason when I could avoid that. But at the same time, doing this little experiment gave me a lot of knowledge about goldfish and about their compatibility. So to me, sorry, my voice kind of broke right there. But now I understand a little bit more about goldfish and about the way they interact with other type of fish. So I really, well, I still believe that goldfish can live in a community aquarium, and one of my main goals is really to construct the best community possible. And for me to do that, I cannot simply just look at the internet. The internet is good for a certain amount of things, and it gives me a lot of knowledge, but really sometimes you just have to test on your own. And if you see that something was a misconception, you can now deliver new information to the world. Or if you realize that what was in the internet was actually true, well, at least you tried. And well, all fish keepers are doomed to lose some fish at one point on the big road and big adventure that fish keeping is. So one of my big dream about the subtropical aquarium is really to expand my experiment in a really bigger tank. This is a 26 gallon, but I really don't, well, I feel restrained in a kind of way, and I really hope that I can get a bigger aquarium for my goldfish. One of my dream is to get a really big aquarium so they can really fairly swim and enjoy themselves, and to have a lot of companion of other species. Now I know that my goldfish aren't really good choice, good partner with small fish like white cloud mountain minnows and danios. So I mean, for now they're kind of living in a strange relationship. So danios can often fin nib goldfish, and goldfish can often eat one or two of the danios. So in the future, I will probably not put danios with goldfish. But for now, I'm still gaining some information. And if I can find a way to totally stop the fin nipping, and also to totally stop my goldfish from eating the danios, it would be great. And one of the big way I think I could do that is to simply occupy the goldfish constantly with some vegetable like lettuce or something, because I kind of have seen a link from all the disparition of the danios, and most of the time when a danio was simply disappearing for random reason, there wasn't really a lot of lettuce or vegetable in the aquarium during those time. So the goldfish really like to eat. They are natural scavengers, so they always look for food. And in a well-planted tank, or in a really, if I really give them a lot of lettuce or a lot of things that they can easily chew on, instead of trying to eat danios, this would be great. And I think that will strongly reduce the aggression level. But also, one of the main thing that I've kind of noticed is that usually when danios disappear, this is during night. So some of the danios actually just sleep really near the ground, while other danios are constantly swimming even at night. So goldfish, being goldfish, they really like to dig the ground, the gravel, with their mouth to find some food. So it's kind of safe to assume that when they eat the danios, it was simply a happy mistake. a happy mistake for the goldfish. For the past few days now, I've seen that Ghost is now suddenly a little bit more interested by the danios, and I will really have to look at this and try to reduce his hunger for the danios. And really, as you can see, there is absolutely no lettuce right now in the aquarium, and no vegetables, so I really need to give the goldfish some kind of distraction. In the future, I'm going to do another video that will talk more deeply about the compatibility of goldfish and danios, because I mean, it is a risky choice, but I still strongly believe that it can happen, at least for a certain amount of time and with certain precaution. So this situation will constantly evolve, and I prefer to do all those mistakes myself and then learn from it and not repeat them. Then simply just ignore everything and simply always put fish in danger for no particular reason. So really, in the future, when I will have a bigger aquarium and more opportunity to put other types of fish, I will now decide to choose only fish that cannot fit in the mouth of the goldfish. But for now, I really have to work a way to make this community tank happy. So if you have any suggestion or any experience with goldfish with smaller fish and how to reduce the loss of the small fish, I would really like your comments and your support on this subject. So thanks again for watching, and I will see you real soon for a lot of new things. Bye!